Hey guys, welcome aboard with Plasma 1945, taking off on Growling Sidewinder in an F-16 Fighting Falcon. Probably my 8th or 9th flight in this airframe, getting a little more comfortable in it and just feeling it out. Special thanks to Resin from Red Star for teaching me the basics of this aircraft. Could not do it without him. And if you guys do have questions about the F-16, drop it in the comments. I've got a couple of subject matter experts that can give some feedback, and we'll be more than happy to share that in a next video. Now, meanwhile, I'm heading out towards the enemy airbase, climb to altitude to about 35,000 feet, full gate, flying about Mach 1.4, 1.5 here, and my weapon loadout for this flight, other than the 3 tanks, 2 of which I just dropped, was 5 AIM-120 C5s and 1 AIM-9M. The reason I don't use an AIM-9X is because I need to practice with the missiles that I might end up using in competition, and also get to learn the performance of them. So for those who are wondering why the Falcon, well, it's an interesting aircraft to fly, but since everybody's flying it, I need to know what it performs like as well. And it's also a lot of fun to fly, guys, honestly. So here we go, first target on the deck. I can't tell that it's a burning hull, and fire on it. No points for me there. The missile does connect, but it's already been shot down. Alright, target splashed. I've got 2 other friendlies in the area, including a friendly F-14. He's flying parallel course with me. What we are both aware of is that there is a hostile intermittent fire, an AIM-120 at an F-5. Yep, an F-5. The F-5 does not care. The missile flies right by his cockpit, and he has old school plot armor. It's probably Viper or Jester flying it. So perfectly survives the missile and gets onto my friendly F-14. Meanwhile, I am looking, trying to find any hostiles here. I do know from data link that there should be some hostiles in the area, but I'm simply not picking them up. The reason is I'm not using my eyeballs. I'm trying to fly this thing like a flanker with vertical scan and in dogfight mode, trying to pick something up, but of course, for some reason, its vertical scan is nowhere close. As you can see there, I've got the line through the HUD and I'm trying to roll left and right, but that did not pick up the F-18 that was just above me. I'm just simply lucky that that F-18 didn't shoot a missile on me. Full gate, spinning around, really paranoid. There's all kinds of bad things going on. I'm trying to fly this F-16 as though it's an Su-27, doing rolls, doing vertical scans. Nothing's helping. Another F-18 comes in right over the top. I am so lucky that he hasn't shot a missile on me. I pull through, but again, no targets. Alright, I do see a data link contact over to slightly to the left. That was the first F-18 that was diving. He is going cold towards the mountains. Come around and lock him up. AIM-120 out. It's on its way, but it's definitely not going to get to him because this guy is full gate, full afterburner, trying to fly away from me. The M120 is sent, but there's very little chance that it's going to get him. The status reported that it's probably not going to hit, and no, it definitely didn't hit. It's just flying parallel courses, just hanging out with the F-18, keeping him company. Spoiler, he is going to get shot down by an F-18. Yep, get ready for some very typical fratricide. Meanwhile, I dumped my last tank, emergency dump, so now I'm ready for dogfighting. Send out a AIM-9 in his direction. AIM-9's flying. I didn't uncage it, so it just kind of goes off and heads out into space. Slow clap for myself. So now I'm down to 1 missile left. Fox 3. And I have just made a hole in the Georgian countryside. Alright, so F-18 on the deck in a right-hand turn in front of me. As he clears that hill, I lose him, trying to pick him up on vertical scan. Nothing's working. Trying to use my helmet, not picking him up, not sure which way he turned. So I start a left-hand turn. The F-18 actually did a right-hand turn, so we went to circle here, about to recommit again and merge into each other. And he flies just over the mountain to my left, and I do another right-hand turn. I'm seeing contacts on the data link display on my HSD, but it's not helping. He should be somewhere over this hill, over this mountain. I can't pick him up. That's because I turned too hard and he is down behind the hill. It's definitely not like the flanker, guys, I'll tell you that. Very different aircraft. Never fear. My data link is telling me that there is hostiles coming in, and that is another F-18. I'm in vertical scan, pick him up, and there he is, locked and being tracked. Pulling in on his 6 o'clock, and I see a missile launch from him as the other F-18 crosses in front of him. Alright, F-18 on F-18. This guy just came by and splashed my other F-18 that I was trying to track down. Trying to put the funnel and the pipper, the thingy on the thingy to take down this 18 in front of me. The 20 Mike is not quite the same as the 30mm as my rounds fly right by his cockpit. The 18 realizes he's got a Hornet's chance in hell of surviving this fight as he dives away towards the ground. I am going way too fast, starting to G out. Making guesses here as I'm passing in and out of semi-G consciousness, trying to match the F-18 in its turns. All I'm getting is just momentary briefs here of visual contact. F-18 tries to reverse, sticking right on his 6 o'clock. Really working my throttle here. He is loaded with more missiles than I am and probably has way more fuel. Goes over the top. Instead of pursuing him up, I'm doing a lateral slide below him, trying to deny him the nose on. Again, he's below me. Speed is starting to get a bit slow. We're one circle-ish. This was scissors, now it's turned to one circle. Trying to get behind him. I'm seeing him that he's got a mountain next to him. Might be a time to reverse here. So now we're down to a, I would say this is almost a one circle. We're going to merge in one more time here. We're both really pulling as many Gs and as much AOA as our aircraft can handle. I reverse it back into a scissors, trying to come back into him. And we're going head to head one more time here. Pop some rounds. 20mm flying by each other's cockpit. And there is hits from the F-18 on my plane. As you can see, there's damage on my wing there. If you pause and rewind, I've got one more chance to hit him here. He has damaged my fuel tanks. Comes through the nose. There's hits. And I've taken out the pilot. Splash 1 F-18. Really tough fight. I can't figure out where to put the pipper in this aircraft yet. Alright. Doing pretty good. I'm alive. My fuel is going really fast. Take a look at my fuel gauge there. It is running out. I'm going full gate. I'm reporting to RS Nomad and RS Squid that I'm going to look for a ground spot to bring this plane down because I am out of fuel. But being out of fuel is the least of my problems because an AIM-9 comes up, catches up, and kills me by a shot to the butt from an F-14. Here's an instant replay. Turn in. F-18 on my nose. Shots fired. I think I took out the pilot there. Now, here's the sad part, guys. After all that fighting, with holes in my plane, there's a Tomcat that's slotting in. At this point, I'm leaking fuel, trying to find a place to land. My fuel runs out just as his AIM-9 catches up to me. If I still had gas, if I was going fast enough, this wouldn't have happened, but AIM-9 to the butt and Plasma 1945 is down. Well, guys, there you go. Hopefully you've liked this short dogfight video. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you have questions about the F-16. We've got a couple of really good subject matter experts in RS who I'm asking for tips and advice, and I am very happy to pass your questions to them and maybe include some answers in the next video. Meanwhile, while you're watching the slow motion video of Plasma heading down in his beautiful F-16, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Fly safe, everybody. Don't shoot your friendlies. Plasma 1945 out.